Good morning. So this is a rare occasion because my son is still sleeping and I am just flooded with things that I want to talk to you about this morning. I just woke up and I was like, oh, gotta write all this down so I don't forget so I can share it with my magnetic besties. The first thing that truly comes to mind. So I've been on social media now for, I don't know, a month, maybe two. Lost track, don't care. And I've noticed a huge change in myself. Just not that I've ever really had like a whole lot of anxiety like I did before I got sober, but that was all because of like hangovers and stuff. But the anxiety that I notice a lot of my clients have, and maybe even like the little bit that I still had while I was on social media, it's because we're being bombarded with things that are none of our fucking business. And it triggers you to feel like you have to do something to solve it or to fix it or to be a part of it or to join a movement or to start activism or whatever. And if we were truly meant to care about every single fucking problem on this earth, we would not have a quality of life. And that's the truth. And I have thought this and said it to a few close people before, and I honestly, like, this might get me canceled. I don't fucking care because you need to hear it. And that's something that I'm embracing this season, is sharing the things that maybe at one point in time I was scared to share because I didn't want to get canceled, or I didn't want to make people feel like they couldn't work with me because of my views. And honestly, all of that is such trash because I don't want to be like everyone else. I'm not like everyone else. I don't want to be the same coach that does what I do. You know, like, I am so different than most of the coaches in my industry. By the way, hi, my name is Alyssa Simpson. I'm a mindset and manifestation coach specializing in helping women live their most abundant and magnetic lives in this lifetime. Now, with that being said, what I'm about to say might shock you, so go ahead and clench your pearls, okay? Clench your pearls. We are not meant to be Captain Save-A-Ho for all these fucking issues that are being shown to us in the world. Yes, it is heartbreaking when there is war going on, when there are people who are being mistreated. Like, yes, all those things are absolutely heartbreaking, but it is not your duty. If it is not directly affecting you, you should not be so fucking involved in it. And you might be thinking, well, Alyssa, how can the world ever change if we aren't, getting involved in these issues? Again, if it is not directly affecting you. I had a friend who passed away whenever I was in middle school. She got hit by a drunk driver, and her mom joined a group called Mothers Against Drunk Driving, MAD. Had she had joined that without losing a child to a drunk driver, would it be that important of a cause for her? Probably not. That was something that directly affected her, so she joined a program to help people stop drinking and driving and killing others on the road, right? Do you know what I'm saying? I have a friend who is from the Ukraine, and from the Ukraine, did I say that right? That sounds so weird. From Ukraine, not the Ukraine. Oh boy, it's early, you guys. And I'm barely having coffee. Okay, 1 second. And so, since this friend that I have, she's from Ukraine, she's very heavily invested in the war in Ukraine, right? It's her home, it's where she's from. So whenever we are bombarded with things on social media and the news about all of these things that are happening, right? Number one, it is not natural for us to know what's going on in the next city, let alone in the next state, in the next country. It's not normal, right? It's not, our DNA and our nervous system literally can't handle that much information, okay? So sure, if you are someone who feels like you need to just play Captain Save-A-Ho for the entire world, go for it. You're gonna burn yourself the fuck out. And like, where is there any time for you, right? Because if you think about these people who like start programs and funding and opportunities for others, like, they are heavily connected to the thing that it is that they are involved in, right? Even the people in the world who have started charities, they start a specific charity because it's something that they're attached to. They don't have 19 charities for all 19 things that they heard about and are concerned about, okay? And it's wild to me because the day and age we live in, it's so easy to tap into the whole world and figure out what's going on, to learn what's going on in the world, and to be emotionally involved in what's going on in the world, which if it doesn't directly affect you, why are you giving so much time and energy to it? Because that's the whole point. It's the whole point to kind of be distracted and to be in these loops of things that don't actually pertain to your life, so that you can be distracted from the thing that actually matters, which is you. You investing in yourself and caring about yourself and your well-being, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, that is the best thing that you could actually give a shit about, okay? But instead, because it's so much easier to focus on the rest of the world's issues than it is to focus on your own, right? But if you don't ever address what it is that's going on within your internal world, your external world is never going to look the way that you want it to look. The people who have the life that it is you want to live, they've done the work. They've healed what they need to heal. They're able to master their internal world to reflect a beautiful outer world. And because we are all connected on a conscious level, like we are this like mind hive of a consciousness, when you heal yourself, you're healing the collective. So if you feel like, but I have all these things that I want to contribute to and I want to solve and I want to save the planet and I want to save humanity, it starts with you. You've got to take control of your life. You've got to take control of your internal world. And every single second you spend on healing yourself and evolving as a human, the collective benefits from that. The collective benefits from that. Have you ever heard about like the analogy, you're only as strong as your weakest link? Exactly. The chain, our consciousness can only be strong if each one of us does our part for ourselves. The whole fill your cup before you fill others, like that all is so important, okay? And if you have a desire to change the world, to fix the world, if something on your heart is to start a foundation, to start an organization, to dedicate your entire life to fixing one issue, that's beautiful. And I'm not trying to discourage you from that. But what I am saying, in order to have that type of impact, it has to start with you. And for everyone out there who has the mindset of, oh, well, it must be nice for you, Alyssa, to talk about this because you don't have any issues to worry about. Number one, you only get to see like a small percentage of me and myself in my life, and I don't have to add a disclaimer to every belief and opinion that I have, but I have seen hardship. I have gone through hell and back. I have dedicated a lot of my time and energy to living the life that I live because I wanted better for myself, okay? I wanted better for my children and my family and the people who are going to be directly affected by me pouring into my own cup. So yeah, it is nice that I did the work in order to get where I am. And if you have that mentality of, oh, it must be nice, or oh, I wish, or oh, sure, whatever. Number one, the universe is giving you breadcrumbs of what is possible for you. That is like the very first thing, because like I've said before, and I will say it again, I might as well get this tattooed on my fucking face, but the universe is too smart and powerful for coincidences. So it's not a coincidence that you see things in real life that you truly also wish to have for yourself. It's not a coincidence. And number two is you're only hurting yourself when you have that mentality. When you have the, oh, it must be nice mentality. Or, oh, they're selfish and they're greedy and they're stuck up and they're just better than me and they're assholes because they live this life. Yikes. That's a really lack mindset to have. And having that type of mindset is only going to attract those type of things, lack, into your life, because the law of attraction works that way. It works that way. And you create the circumstances that you live in. So if you live in things are always happening bad to me, I can never catch a break, I'm so unlucky, you're creating those circumstances by having that belief, by having those thoughts, by seeing the world as this gray, fuzzy glass, barely even an ounce in your glass full life. Like it's really disheartening. And being tapped into what's going on in the rest of the world is not helping that mindset. You're seeing the bad of the world, which is a very small percentage if we're being so fucking for real here. And the reason our brains get into it and like we're so attached to it is because there's so much good in our lives and in the world that when bad things do happen, it's like we can't look away because we're like, holy shit, this is a bad thing. It's so weird because bad doesn't happen like this. Bad, what? Like I can't stop focusing on it because it's just bad and like I'm so used to good. It all starts up here. And being mentally strong and mentally, emotionally intelligent, you're already so much better off living that way. You're already doing so much good for the world by being that way. What is the reason that you're not? Because you are so programmed to be stuck on this device watching worldly events that don't fucking matter to you, but you're making it like your duty to worry and care. You checking in every day to see what new crazy thing happened across the world. What is that truly doing for you? So you can just be pissed off and angry and sad and depressed and worried and anxious. Those are not feelings from the divine. Number one, not feelings from the divine. And if you honestly ask yourself, who is the version of you that you desire to be? I guarantee you the version of you that you desire to be isn't tapped into that type of frequency. So the change starts with you. It starts at your home. You can't possibly make sure that the streets are clean if your house is a fucking mess. Your house is a fucking mess. The streets is your external world. Fix what you gotta fix. And luckily for you, hi, I'm here. I'm able to help. I have so many great free resources for you to check out in the description below. You can join my membership where we have a community of women who are dedicated to living an abundant and magnetic life. I also have a Alyssa Listens advice column where you can drop in questions anonymously and I answer them live on my Alyssa Listens podcast, which I would love to answer your questions and give you some advice of my own. And yeah, stick around, make sure you subscribe to this because this helps other people like you find this and be inspired and take a new step into their life to become even more abundant and magnetic. I'll see you next time. Bye.